Alright, hey guys, welcome to my Castle Clash defense tips and tricks video. Today I will discuss building your village and just a few early on tips because I've only been playing this for a little while, but I found a good early game format for building and defending your village. Um, so I'll discuss, what buildings you should, how many of what buildings you should have at what point when you can start defending your village, etc. So without further ado, let's talk about the buildings. Okay, so your buildings, the most important of which are your army camps. Now the army camps store your troops, and unlike other village building strategy simulators on Facebook, this one actually has the unique function of using your own troops to defend your village. And this is very cool. Every army camp has its range indicated by the white circle you see. And once enemies walk within the white circle, the troops in the camp will automatically walk out and aggro the enemies that are in range, which is actually really cool. And this is actually a really neat function, as most games don't do this. Now, since of course you you have your army, your troops defending your village, you don't get as many defensive towers. In fact, you don't barely get any at all. As you can see in my village, I have 3. And my village town hall is level 11 right now. Um, that's a little crazy. I expected, what you would expect, like you'd have more towers, but you don't get that many. So you have to be really strategic about your tower placement and stuff like that. Um, Towers start off as specifically watchtowers, which I'll show you right here. They start off as watchtowers. They're just basic, and you can specialize them after level 10, which is really cool. You can specialize them into one of 3 specialties: either an arrow tower, which shoots faster than the regular watchtower, but functions the same, targets ground and air units; a magic tower, which will target only what targets ground and air units as well, but it target and does less damage than the arrow tower, but it can deal damage to multiple enemies at a time; and the cannon tower, which can only target ground units, but the damage splashes, as you would imagine, like cannon tower would do. So after level 10, you can specialize in the one of 3. Specifically, though, in a lot of high-level villages, I've seen nothing but arrow towers. Sometimes magic towers, like usually only 1, maybe 2 at the most. Because you even at like the highest levels, you only have about 5, maybe 6 towers. I think only 5 though. Um, but anyways, and that's, those are your defensive buildings. Those are the only structures you have to defend your village. Now, we will talk about upgrade priorities next. So when upgrading your village, you want to start with your town hall, because quite honestly, in the early game format of this game, you have no defense. You will have like 1 tower and maybe 2 camps to defend your village with. So you really want to get the upgrades on your town hall as fast as possible, because otherwise, your defenses just get ravaged by anybody who attacks you. So just remember, you get that town hall upgraded to get at least 3 towers and 4 camps. 3 towers and 4 camps is really all you need to start properly defending your village. Next, upgrade priorities also stem to your gold mines, which produce your gold you need, and your mana mills, which produce the mana you need to make troops and upgrade your gold mines and your gold storage. The mana, of course, is used for those, and the gold, of course, is used to upgrade your mana vaults and your mana mills. Blah. But anyways, kind of stuttered over myself. Now, of course, there are more things to just your defense than your towers and your army camps, which I'm going to talk specifically about your heroes, and we will talk about those right now. So, heroes. Now, in addition to your armies and their towers, you have heroes which can defend your village. Um, Specifically, they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, there's a ton of them. I will just show you. Um, the slimes here are just for sacrificing to your other heroes to increase their abilities. Ordinary heroes are pretty weak, but some of them are useful early on. But really, you want to try and get elite or legendary heroes. Um, you start off with one elite hero. I started off with an executioner. I don't know if that's random what hero you start off with, but it could be. Um, I've picked up more than a few elites. I have one legendary. I have a paladin, but the paladin you get through daily rewards. You start off up here, and then you get more daily rewards. You get an elite champion right here. Then you get the legendary one right here after 21 days, and then if you play the game for 30 days straight, you get a druid, which a druid is actually one of the best ones for rating, as far as I know. Um, but to explain what every hero does would take way too much time, so you just have to read up on what they do. It's very simple. You just to know what they do. You just go to your hero altar, click on the hero that you have, and it shows his abilities, his passive ability, and his stats down here. So, like I said, to show you what everybody does would take too much time. But anyways, to use your heroes to defend your village, though, you need hero altars, or hero bases actually, not altars. Hero bases to you need to build those, and then you need to place the hero inside of them. And after you place the hero inside of it, the hero will aggro enemies that come within the white range you see here. Very simple, very easy. Defense heroes, a lot of ranged heroes and heroes that have splash damage abilities are definitely ones that are good for defending your village. But there are also ones good for defending your village, like the paladin, who increases defenses and increases his own defense too. So, there's that. Now, as far as positioning, I mean, just really, you need to protect your town hall. So you need to position all your defenses basically around protecting the town hall and your storages. As far as it all goes, I mean, that's pretty much it. You just need to have your storages covered by your troops and your towers, and make sure your town hall is all covered in the same arc. So as far as it goes, I mean, this is a pretty decent early game setup. I mean, as I upgrade my town hall, you'll get more watch towers and mana mills and stuff like that. And even going to level 12 here, I'm not even getting another defense tower. I'm getting just more production and 10 more walls. So, and as far as that goes too, make sure to keep upgrading your walls, which mine are all level 3 right now, but they should be higher, but I haven't been concentrating on that. But as far as that goes, that's how you do your early game setup. You definitely need 4 camps and 3 towers. That's like the maximum. And as just a side note, make sure to keep on upgrading your army camps too, because the more you upgrade these, the more unit space they get. They get 2 per level, so you want to keep on upgrading those until you have lots and lots of units to defend your village with and raid with. I believe there is just one last thing to talk about, and that's unit upgrades and more advanced units. So the more advanced units are actually researched and trained in the training center here. As you can see, You have, your basic units at the top here, the Guardian, Hunter, Pyromancer, and Trent. And then on the second row, you got your Hammer Dwarf, Centaur, Griffin, and Mecha Man, which these are all unlocked by training the respective unit in the previous tier to level 5. That's actually the way you unlock the other troops. Specifically, you want to try to unlock the Centaur and the Mecha Man or the Griffin in combination, either of the three together, but with the Centaur. Either the Centaur and Griffin or the Centaur and the Mecha Man. Because I personally unlocked the Hammer Dwarf thinking that he was going to be better than the Guardian in raids, but I was actually a little bit wrong because apparently the Hammer Dwarf's AI specifically goes for buildings. But he is tougher in defending your village, but the regular Guardian is almost as decent. So later on, so just make sure you upgrade the Centaur and the Griffin or the Centaur and the Mecha Man. Those are definitely the ones you want to unlock because the Mecha Man goes specifically for defense buildings, and the Griffin attacks anything. So those would be your priority upgrades if you're get better troops to upgrade your village with. And I do believe that's pretty much everything I had to discuss with us today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment. I cannot make better videos if I do not get comments. So I would like to know, if there's anything specifically I didn't talk about, stuff like that. I guess, there is one last thing I did not talk about, and so I'm just going to cover on it really quick, is there are traps. There's a bomb trap, which hurts regular enemies, and then there's a hero trap, which hurts the enemy heroes. You just need to, place them where the enemies are definitely going to traffic through. And that's it. So that was one last thing I didn't touch on, so I'm glad I remembered that. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and comment, please. And I will see you guys in another video, probably after I get some more towers and more walls and get into a later game stage of this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again.